Hey guys, today we're going to be doing the engine mounts on the 190. Right, to get the engine mounts off, you have, here's a new engine mount just to demonstrate. You have one 17mm bolt sitting on the top, and underneath you have an Allen key bolt, that's 5mm. So you've got to get yourself one of these and a 17mm spanner to get this off. There's also a heat shield on the driver's side. Right, so I've just taken off the driver's side. One thing you got to know is it's pretty difficult access. So what I did is, you can see the engine mount is just there, the top nut. I put 17mm spanner there. I put it in between these two hoses here, and then while it was sat there, put one hand on it to make sure it didn't move. Then I got a breaker and I levered it against the 17mm spanner, just enough to break it. Once it breaks, you can pretty much just do it by hand afterwards. Right, for the passenger mount side, we have the bolt just sitting there. So what I did is I got a spanner on it, then got another trusty spanner. I looped it round the top, so extended it, gave me a bit more length, more leverage, and then it undid by hand. Once again, just like the other side, once you get the tension off it, it just comes undone pretty easily. And the Allen key bolt is just located through this hole here on both sides. Right, so once you got the bolts off, what you want to do is get a plank of wood, put it on the oil sump, and slowly jack the car up. You only need to lift the engine just a tiny bit. And then you can just pull out the old mount by hand. You can see this one's pretty much had it, or the rubber's worn. It should look like this, nice and new. Guys, so what I've done with the driver's side is I put the bolt on without the heat shield. So what that allows me to do is line up that notch and then drop it. And once it's dropped, I just undo the nut and then put the heat shield back on, just so I know it sits right. I forgot to mention, once you've placed the new mounts in, you want to drop the engine enough so you can loosely attach the bolts from both ends of the mount. This will ensure the mounts will sit right once the engine is fully dropped, then you can tighten them to spec.